welcome in. How are you today? I'm not door dashing. I'm up here picking my son up from school. I door dashed earlier today. Sorry, I'm having a hard time speaking. I got my new teeth today, so my mouth is getting used to them. Now I'm waiting to get my bottom teeth. Kind of happy I got them, but it's going to take a while to get used to talking with them. Yeah, I had my son when I was 39, so I had him kind of late in life. He's going to be 10 in November, and I'm going to be 51. But he's a real good kid, real good. Yeah, I gotta get my bottom ones yet. It's called genetics. I got my dad's bad teeth, and the insurance I have won't cover the crowns for root canals, so it's cheaper to just pull all your teeth. But now I gotta get used to talking with it. Plus I need to get the glue yet for them. I just got them today, so I've been waiting a while for them. It almost feels like I have a retainer in my mouth, and it's really hard to use. Hi Ray, welcome in. I have no swelling. Actually, my jaw has been healed for a while. I've been waiting to get my partial for a long time. And I don't feel them. Like, I don't feel the teeth in. But, like, I think he needs to fix the front because there's like a gap between right with this part on my partial. They don't hurt. Hey Scadison, welcome in. Alright, Ray, don't spam the chat. I see you're here. I said hi to you. I just can't say your full name. And my phone does that too. It says what it wants to, Scadison. I love my phone, but I don't like it because I don't proofread and everything comes off. So I understand. My day's going really good. I got my teeth finally, my uppers. Now I gotta get fitted for my lowers, which will be in 2 weeks. But I think I gotta go in because I think he's gotta adjust my upper a little bit. Because there's a gap and it hangs over my tooth. I think he needs to adjust that a little bit. Unless that's how it's supposed to be. I don't feel them. They don't hurt. They feel comfortable, but it's like I got like this retainer across the top of my mouth, and I'm struggling to speak with it. I gotta take my time and use my more. I gotta learn to speak with it. Yes, autocorrect sucks. I'm wondering too, but my husband thinks if I get that poly grip, that I might be able to fill the gap with that poly grip, and that might help. Because I'm worried, like, when I'm eating, it's just gonna go right up in there. Because I can feel like, when I'm drinking, I can feel the liquid go in there. But I was so excited to have teeth. It's not funny. When you lose your ability to chew certain food, you're excited. Okay. You put denture filler on it. It's permanent. It will shape to your mouth. Okay. I'll look it up. I'll see if I can find some here. I'm actually looking as I'm talking to you. There's some. It's called Dentac. You got yours at Walmart? Okay. Do you know the brand of it? If you could tell me the brand of it, I can look that up at Walmart. Yeah, because he was telling me he doesn't want me to use a lot of glue because if when to go pull it out will weaken the denture and it will break. He said if I use any glue to use very little bit. Okay. I see it. I see it. I think that's what you're, oops. I think that's what you're talking about, right? It's probably backwards. They got two of them. I think maybe this might be the one. Okay. Well, right now it doesn't pop out unless, but there's this gap up here, and it pops out from that gap when I do that with my finger. But this right here hangs over my front tooth, so I don't know if maybe he needs to fix that. I don't know. Otherwise it sticks in there. It doesn't fall out. I haven't tried to eat with it yet. He told me not to do that yet. He said get used to wearing them first. Okay, yeah, even my husband was saying that. He says, we'll just Dremel it. But I was so excited to get my teeth. You don't know how excited I was. I'll be happy if I see a grandchild, but I'm not going to push it. My son, he keeps telling me, Mom, I don't want kids. I don't want them. He's not even into girls yet. He's 9 going on 10. I'm thinking it's going to happen in the next year or two. I'm going to be hearing about girls. I would like to see a grandbaby before I go. I don't know if I can do steak yet. I'll probably need that stuff before I do. I'm afraid it might pop out, but it doesn't feel like it will. I have to really, because there's suction in there. I have to break the suction in order to pull it out, but if I go, it'll fall out. He said he didn't put too many wires in it either. And then he told me to take a toothbrush with Dawn dish soap to clean it. He said don't use toothpaste, and he said to clean it with one of those tablets once a week. I need the bottoms to have steak. I don't think I can have steak yet. But we're gonna try. The biggest accomplishment, the one thing that I could not eat was lettuce. Hi, Lisa. I haven't seen her in a while. I have her number. I should message her. I think the last time I seen her was sometime last week. I just texted her. I'm gonna see if she responds back to me. We'll see if she replies. Usually she replies back pretty fast. I hope everything's okay with her. I saw her Facebook page, and I think I've tried to friend her on Facebook too.
Know whether to be more enriched.
That's not her. Yeah, so she hasn't friended me back on Facebook. Yeah, that's when I last saw her. Now I'm kind of curious. It's like 78 degrees here. Cool breeze. Tell them about that sweater you were wearing. You're a Yankee. Yes, it's 70 degrees in Wisconsin, and in the morning it's around 40 to 50 degrees. So this morning it was cold, so I wore a sweater. And I didn't bring a shirt to change, so it's kind of a little warm outside, but it's comfortable. Yes, and we grill out in snowbanks. Yes, or we wear like sweatsuits all the time. cold in the morning. But I'll be wearing my short sleeve shirts, and then I'll be wearing sweaters. It's that time of year. Hoodie weather. My car says it's 70 right now. I'll look on the weather app. My car's never really... Yeah, it's 70. But I'm also right along the lake shore, so we get the cool breeze off the lake. That's a midlife crisis car, if I don't say. That's for sure. I send my son to school with a hoodie on, and I tell him if you get too hot, take it off, put it in your backpack. You got a short sleeve shirt on. Sorry if my speech is funny, Lisa. I got my teeth today, and I'm learning to talk with them in. Now I'm getting fitted for the bottom teeth in 2 weeks. So we're gonna practice with this one for a while and then get the bottom. I'm having a hard time with my S's and things like that. I'm trying to talk bigger pronunciation so I can get the words out. Hi, Universal. Welcome in. I'm happy I can smile. I got teeth on the uppers. All my back top and back bottom are gone. But that's all genetics. My dad had bad teeth, so I got them. I just started a little bit ago. It's 2:54, and I'll be going until 3:41. Those are really hard numbers to say. I'm parked in front of the school. The kids come out all at different doors, and I'm at the door my son's gonna come out. I try to get here early, otherwise you don't get up close enough, and I try to be where he can see me. Otherwise he panics. He's got the same things I got. I get anxiety. My husband says, you don't need to come up here this early. But if I don't get here by like 3:15, there's a line and I won't find a good parking spot. It's not too windy. Maybe it is. I didn't notice. My hair wasn't blowing in my face that much while I was door dashing today. Usually I have to pull it back when I door dash. But pretty soon the leaves are going to start changing and they're going to fall. Yeah, I got the air on. I can turn that off if that vent's off. Let me know if that's better. I know I got the radio on. I can turn that down too. I just usually play the music to relax. So... 1:25 a.m. here. Okay, it's 2:56 p.m. here. It's 3:56 p.m. where Lisa's at. And Jeff, I think it would be 3:57 p.m. too, right? Because Florida's an hour ahead, I think. I believe. Or is it 2 hours ahead? No, it's an hour ahead. My husband's at therapy right now. He gets done at 3:55. So when my son gets out of here, I leave straight here, go get him. And then I'm going to go home and I was supposed to make spaghetti the other day and I did not. So I'm making it tonight. I'm going to make spaghetti and chicken meatballs with Texas cheese toast. I'm going to try to eat with my teeth. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. I haven't been able to eat spaghetti noodles in a long time. Not be able to chew them, I should say. I could eat them, but I couldn't chew them. Meatballs with gravy. No, it's meatballs with spaghetti sauce. So like a tomato sauce, not a gravy. Unless you call spaghetti sauce gravy over there. And I gotta either make chocolate chip muffins or I gotta make cookies for my son for school so he can take them in his lunch. No cinnamon rolls, not right now. But I'm looking into I was in doing the sourdough, but I put my sourdough to sleep. So I'm gonna look up a recipe to do it without the sourdough. I just don't want to keep feeding it every day. I don't have the patience, especially when I'm getting up and I'm going out and door dashing every day to pay my debt. I need something that's going to be quick, and normal dough is faster than sourdough. Sourdough takes a day or two, depending on what you're making. But I do want to look up a pumpkin cinnamon roll.
Yeah, amor.
I guess my electric bill last month was like $430. That's yeah, $430, and I live in an apartment. From what I'm understanding, our energy service here is supposed to be giving us a refund. They overcharged. Well, in my market, it depends on where you're at. In my market, I do better on DoorDash than Uber. And I don't do Uber taxi. I don't give people rides. I do Uber Eats, which is just doing Uber food delivery. So it all depends on where you live. And to be honest, grocery delivery is better than either one of those. But winter's coming, and I don't want to deliver people's groceries in the winter here. It gets too icy, and people don't shovel and whatnot. And I'm not messing with that. I have boots and stuff. I'd rather deliver food instead of going back and forth from my car on slippery stuff in the snow and stuff with groceries. Nope, not doing it. I already know it gets bad doing food delivery. Dude, you're not supposed to park there. That's an end of a street. Yes, move on. There you go. Good job. Bozo button for the guy in the Jeep. I get more incentives on the Walmart grocery delivery than I do on DoorDash and Uber Eats. DoorDash is very there's so many drivers, they don't even do like a peak pay thing anymore. It's very rare. And when I went out on it last time, I didn't even get a single order during their peak pay. So it wasn't even worth me going out on peak pay. And I can kind of show you the incentives that they got on Uber right now where I'm at. They got these ride incentives, but I don't give people rides. I refuse to have somebody in my vehicle. I'm afraid to do it, let alone to have another person in my vehicle, and I can't have my husband with me. Nope, not doing it. Um, I've been getting back-to-back orders on DoorDash. Are the orders always good? Nope, because there's so many drivers. And the whole platinum thing, you need it to get out here and dash, but you don't necessarily need it, but the schedule is hard to get on. So I maintain having platinum on DoorDash so I can go out when I want to go out. And so I take a lot of crud offers. It's not always good. Ooh, that's different. Bike taxi? Hmm. Okay. I've never heard of that. I know that they do bike food deliveries here, but I've never seen anybody do a taxi. Lisa, Kaylee never got back to me either. I'm worried too. I think maybe something's not right. Okay. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, Kaylee never messaged me back, so something's not right. Unless she's extremely busy, but I'm praying that she's extremely busy and she's all right. Mm, I don't know. I don't have a bike. I haven't purchased a bike in a while. And looking at those electric, them e-bikes, they're expensive. But you can, if it's not electric and it's a normal bike, you can get them at thrift stores here pretty cheap. Yeah, I haven't seen Nieces in a while. I don't think she's been on YouTube in a while either. I think a lot of people been backing off of YouTube lately. I do for 6 hours and get 400 rupees, like $5. Mm. I have to look up what India money is because I don't, I know it's a difference. Because today I did an hour and, what did I do today? Um, in an hour, come on, an hour and 45 minutes, I did $31.98, which is roughly about close to 20 an hour if I would have done 2 hours. Okay. MD hasn't been live in a while either. I haven't seen his lives in a while. But I saw his post. Yeah, it does. It sounds like he's not making a lot at all. Pennies on the dollar, it sounds like. Okay, okay. I haven't been popping in on a lot of lives lately. I come in here and there now at night, but not as much as I used to. And sometimes I just sit and watch and I don't say anything. I've been trying to get a lot of things done around my house to get ready for when we do buy a house. I'm trying to minimize and pack up things that we are not going to use until then. They got there last Friday, but had stuff to do before they left. So he wasn't on at all last week. Okay, gotcha. I gotta take Yoshi's cage outside and spray it down real good. Um, he's been one shitting machine, dude. I can't keep his cage good at all. He's been a mess. He's been a hot mess. He's been making a mess too. He's been spitting seed all over outside and everything. Yeah, I seen that panel. And I didn't see Kaylee on there. I saw him and who was the other one that hopped on with him? Was it Ocean? Yeah, Ocean. Yeah, Mr. Yoshi baby. His cage needs a good clean and I gotta take it outside and spray it down with a hose. And I gotta do it before winter hits. Okay. Was she doing okay in that live? Because that was the last time I... Well, no, she came on for her birthday. Was her birthday after that one? I don't know. See, I can't remember days very well because I'm doing so much on my end. Yep, mine doesn't fully say peekaboo. He does a he does something like that. I'm working on that with him. Okay. She wasn't on for only a little bit. I'm wondering if she's been really busy. Because it's like the beginning of college, so maybe... I'm praying for the best. I hope the best is going on. Maybe Dean knows something, because Dean is pretty close with Kaylee outside of, I think, YouTube. Dean might be somebody to ask. Yeah, I haven't seen Nieces in a while either. Hmm. Yeah, it's been a long time. Nieces used to pop in and out of everybody's lives at one point. Well, I messaged her again. I told her, I hope you're well. We're all worried about you. If you see this, let me know, please. You're in my thoughts. So, and if something happened, maybe she's just needing time. I know it's hard if something happens like that with a baby or something. I just hope everything's okay. Lady, that's a crosswalk. You can't park in it. And you can't park at the end of a street. But you're going to do it anyway. Wow, parking rules do not exist in front of a school. I'm going to try emailing her. I think I have her email. I'm emailing an email to her too. Just maybe her phone's off. I don't know. I sent an email. See if that goes through. It's terrible here. I can imagine. I would not want to live by a school. I feel so sorry for you. Because it's terrible here. They will block you in even if you're legally parked. They don't get they will stop their car in the street, get out of their car, and then go up to the school and wait for their kid to come out the school building instead of parking their car somewhere. And then you got to wait for them to get back to their car in order to get out. And the cops don't patrol around here enough to do anything about it. There's a person here that puts cones out in front of their house so people can't park there. I'm gonna see if I can literally take this phone off and I can show you. You can, I don't know if you can, I gotta flip it. You can kind of see the, let me see, window down. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's cones out there. That guy will purposely put cones out in front of his house so people can't park there. I don't know if you could see it. It's so bright I couldn't see through my thing. Ooh. Yeah, that's not cool. And it only takes a few minutes to walk a block up to the school to get these kids. It is nuts. And this year, this school has got another school combined with it because they're doing construction on another school. I literally come here 2 hours before he comes out to find a parking spot. I don't ever want to be illegally parked. I don't want no ticket. I got a very good driving record. I plan on keeping it that way. I think I got one seatbelt ticket, and that was even, I wasn't even driving. I got one parking ticket. I take that back. I parked on the wrong side of the street one night. I didn't know about every other side. But I paid it right away. If that's the case, they should come and fix it after people mess it up driving on it. Yeah, that's true. Our city, we used to park in my apartment building. There's this patch behind the house, and it's off of the alley. And because it has grass, we got a fine for parking behind our house, our apartment building. So now we have to park out on the street. Lately, my neighbor has been parking back there quite a bit, and it's irritating me, but I try to stay out of it. My husband says, don't cause problems, just let him do it, because if the landlord sees it, he'll say something, and he'll fine them. Just, we'll keep parking on the street, forget it, because kitty corner from where I live is a bar, and all these people will park up and down in front, and you can't find a parking space in front of our apartment building. But I deal with it. It is what it is. Okay, I get it. And here on this is the main road in front of the school. There's 3 crosswalks. Well, actually, technically 4. They have one cross guard, which is down at the other end where my son used to get picked up. And these 3 don't have crossing guards. So the staff will stand out here, and these people will fly right through them. They don't care if these kids are coming out and crossing them. My husband has handicap parking. I found you can go down to City Hall and pay for them to put a handicap spot, but it doesn't stop somebody who's handicapped from parking in front of your house. So, but it will stop the neighbor and his umpteen cars from parking in front of the house. The neighbor's got like 2 or 3 cars, and he's constantly parking all of them in front of the house. And when I was obese and I could barely walk, that sucked. My husband would literally have to drop me off in front of the house and go and repark the car and walk up to the house. I'm so glad I lost all that weight. He pretty much so got the handicap parking thing for me because it was a struggle for me to walk, not him. Okay. And my son, I gotta pick up the dog pad. The dog already went, so it doesn't really need to be down. I got rugs down now too in my van because last year I didn't have rugs down and he shedded so bad. It took me forever to get that dog hair off my carpet. No, they can't. And the thing is I've noticed the parents and stuff are not teaching their kid to look for these cars that are going across these main streets, and they just run. When we were kids, our parents told us, hey, you see those cars? You watch for them. You look both ways or you're going to get hit and you ain't going to be around. My parents taught us that at a young age. These parents aren't teaching their kids this. Okay. They don't have that here. These kids just come running out the doors. I would film it, but I don't want to put somebody's kid on camera and get in trouble for that stuff. Here you have to show a driver's license to pick your kid up from school. They won't just let them leave with anybody, but like sitting out here, they'll just let them run up to everybody's car. But I try to park right in front of the door here. He's in 4th grade now. The teacher doesn't stand out here with him. When he was in 3rd grade, the teacher would stand out there and he had to point to the teacher, that's my parent. But this year, the 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders are with the middle school side. And they weren't like that last year. But they also got, because they combined the 2 schools, every grade from kindergarten to 5th grade has 3 classrooms for each grade level. And the middle school students, they crammed 30 kids into each grade level, and I don't know how many classrooms they have for the middle school side. Okay. Yeah, there hasn't been any incidences like that here. They've had a bomb threat already at one of the schools here. And every school, they have to go through the metal detector. So before school starts, they all line up outside and they got to go through the front of the school through one metal detector. They only have one set of metal detectors these kids walk through. And last year I was getting mad because the teachers have their own kids going to this school and they're walking through other doors besides the metal detector before school starts. How? If every that to me is not fair, because they should be going through the front. It doesn't make sense to have a metal detector if not all the kids are going through. And in the winter, it they walk from the grade school side around to the front to come in through that metal detector. So it can be freezing cold out and they all have to go and walk it. And I video recorded it and I'm like, how? This is not right. This is not fair. And these teachers should all be going in through it too, because you don't know if these teachers are going to have a loose cannon and bring something to school one day. I just think the point of the metal detector is being blown. They all should be entering just one door. I can see them leaving out other doors, but not going. No, they all should, even the teachers. They carry bags, they can have something in them. And if they are, maybe they should have metal detectors installed at every single freaking door. I don't have my contacts in today, so I'm squinting to read. I woke up this morning and my eyes were red, and I was like, I don't think I should put my contacts in today. I think I was just too tired. I think that's why they were red, because they're not like that anymore. No, they're not. Me too. Because it wasn't like that. And we could leave our doors open and not worry about people breaking in your house. Yeah. It's a total different time. I remember being able to walk from one end of the town in the middle of the night and not having to worry. Now I have to yell at my son because he has been trying to get in on the driver's side, on the road side, and I don't like that. So I'm hoping he will listen to what I said and get in on the passenger side of the van. I gotta get gas too. I don't know if I'm gonna do it in the morning or if I'm gonna do it tonight. I think I might do it tonight because I don't feel like going to the gas station in the morning. I'll play it by ear. Gas station might be slower in the morning compared to the evening. And where I'm at, Chicago, it's like everybody in Chicago moved up this way, and some of that trouble came up this way. All right, Lisa, I'll see you later. You have a good night. Thank you for coming in. If I hear something from Kaylee, I'll let you know when I see you next. But I haven't heard anything so far. You're welcome. And I'll ask Dean if I see him too, because I know he talks to her. So we'll see if Dean's heard anything either. Married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Bye.